everybody, it's Alana here from Kiss and Makeup. Today I'm going to do a makeup tutorial on colors and shapes. I'm just going to be speaking about how I do makeup on myself and why I do it, and I hope that this inspires you, and I hope that these tips and tricks will help you get more out of your makeup. So my skin has been moisturized and primed. The next thing I like to do is use a bronzing liquid. The one I'm going to be using is Ofra's RCK in the color Sunkissed. It's a beautiful one. It sits on the skin really well. Not only do I find that it warms up my skin, I also find that it almost blends out any skin imperfections that I have. I find that it makes me almost look a bit tanned and that I have a healthy glow. The next thing I'm going to do is use a color corrector. Now these I use on a daily basis, mainly the green and sometimes a bit of the orange. The green neutralizes any redness and the orange any blue tones, which are generally underneath the eyes. I find that a color corrector helps to actually create more of a natural appearance to the skin, so that you don't have to build up concealers. Okay, so your skin should look all spotty and weird with green and orange dots all over the place, but this is a good thing. The next thing I'm going to do is use a very sheer liquid foundation, and I'm using it on quite a fluffy brush because this is going to pick up less product and blend it in really well, giving it a really natural finish. Some tips when applying foundation is to take it up as high as you can in your hairline, to your ear area and your neck area. I'd also use a little bit of product and build slowly. Try not to put foundation underneath your eyes, as this is an area that will crinkle and crease, and that area is better for concealer. The next thing I'm going to do is use a concealer just to get underneath the eyes or any areas where the foundation can get. So now that the canvas is prepped, we're going to go on to colouring. Now I know that I have a lot of yellow in my skin, which is considered to be a warm skin tone, but also I fall into a category of light to medium, so I'm not too pale but I'm also not tanned. What this means is that light to medium warm tones will look best on me. So the next thing I'm going to do is use a cream blusher. So when applying blusher, shapes are important. So I know that I've got quite sharp features, so I don't want to take blusher and create longer strides. I want to soften it by creating more circular movements. So I'm going to apply on the apples of my cheeks and just fade it out into my earline. So as you can see, I'm actually pressing the cream blusher on, and I find that if I were to be wiping, I could actually wipe off foundation and concealer work that I've done. So pressing it on is just going to help all the layers stay in place. I'm going to use a really small amount of translucent powder, and just in the center of my face. I don't want to powder all that dewiness that's happening on the side. Now when it comes to contouring, I'm going to be contouring my forehead and my chin. And this is because I have an oblong face shape, and so I want to shorten my face. Next I want to do my eyebrows, and I found that a straighter shape suits me better than quite an angled shape. I found that the angles will make my face look a little bit longer. And so I like to try and straighten my brows out as much as I can. I'm going to fill in, but I'm going to fill in on the skin. I'm not going to necessarily darken the hairs that are already dark. Now that eyebrows are done, we're going to move on to eyes. I know that I have a hooded eye shape. And so what this means is I have quite a broad brow bone area, and the skin is starting to fold on top of my crease. Now color choice is important. The color that I use to contour my forehead and my chin, I'm going to use that on my eyes. I love to use products that can be used over the whole face. I also find that this creates harmony, and it also means that you don't need to buy too many products to achieve this look. So I'm taking this eyeshadow and I'm going to create more of a rounded look. I'm not going to pull it out because I have sharp features already. So for hooded eyes, eyeshadow is actually our best friend, more so than eyeliner. So what I've done here is almost reclaimed the space back. Because the space was so big, I'm now kind of cut it in half and been able to fill the space. So I've almost made a differentiation between the brow bone and the lid now, and this is really going to open up my eye. I'm also going to frame just underneath the eyes, just the outer corner with the same color. Curling your lashes are going to make your lashes look longer, and they also are so great for a hooded eyelid. Next I'm just going to apply a few coats of mascara. The next step is eyeliner. I'm going to use the same liner that I used on my eyebrows. It's kind of like a warm brown. When it comes to hooded eyelid, you do not want to use eyeliner that is very thick. It's going to take up all your lid space. You want to go as close to the lash line, or you can just go without. The next thing I'm going to do is apply a little bit of lipstick. It's the same color that I applied to my cheeks, and I like to just blot this on with a finger, giving it a really natural finish.